just going to ask about that because I was like, okay, we know who is no longer in the picture, and then I see the next album and it says "Falling for You," so I'm thinking, okay.
So "Falling for You" is about M, where we are still at the club. Where Rolling Stone, club, DJ's playing a slow song. Last Dance, we're still at the club. Stark comes, we meet twins, he goes home, I'm still at the club. Now, "Falling for You," the club is closing. They're kicking everybody out, but this is the last song. This is like kind of like the drive home kind of song.
Okay.
Where, and again, I repeat, I emphasize the whole club DJ point where from the sample, from that moment in the club, DJ had us jumping. I wouldn't call it love, but girl, we started something. We couldn't get enough. Hearts just started thumping. Let it turn to nothing, but that ain't what I'm wanting. That right there, recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. Me and M, obviously, as I said in Last Dance, we're having a good time at the club. Having a great time. We're vibing. It's going well. And we could tell it's becoming a lot more than just a fun night at the club. Even though it arguably should stay as a night. A one night stand. I'm feeling you and I know that you're feeling me. Can't let it be a one night stand. With more to see. Let's change the scenery. Before I'm falling for you. Before I'm falling for you. Essentially, hey, I know you like me. And you know I like you. So why would we let this stop at a one night stand? Why don't we let it turn into something?
But also,
exactly, but at the same time, I shouldn't. And I'm aware I shouldn't. So let's change the scenery before I end up falling for you, because I don't want to fall for you.
Okay.
Which is brought up in the very next sequence where I made a promise that I never fall again. I told my friends about it, now I'm on a fence. I must be going crazy, this ain't making sense. Can't let you go, I gotta stay and play pretend. Wow. Problem. Recipe for disaster. Because again, you are aware, you are catching feelings, and you are getting more attached. You know it's time to let it go, but you can't. You don't. So instead, you pretend as if you're not. And again, recipe for disaster. Let it go. The worst thing, this goes to all the viewers, the worst thing you can do in this type of situation is overstay your welcome and overestimate your role in somebody else's life. That's the worst thing you could do. That's the worst thing you could do. Because the second you see what it is,
walk.
The dagger hits.
Get the stepping.
Get to stepping. But again, so the main theme of Falling for You is that I don't want to fall in love. Okay. Because my one love of the game was We Know Who, establishing part of the game.
Been stuck on the same old girl from 2019 and I pray that she'll come around.
And I even said there, I don't even want to play anymore if I'm not playing with you. I don't want to be in love anymore if it's not being in love with you. So now this is the first person ever since We Know Who that I've had this feeling for. And I'm scared of it. Because I don't know how to control it yet. I haven't dealt with it enough times. I haven't been around the block enough times. I haven't dated enough times to be able to properly handle these feelings. So now, I just got over one super love. I don't need to jump back into another. But again, I can't help it because we go together so well. So now, we're playing a dangerous game. And that dangerous game is explained in Pick and Roll.
I love pick and roll.
Pick and roll?
Wait, okay, pick and roll.
Talk to me. Okay. Or if I can connect it to basketball, even better. But ultimately, the real true meaning of pick and roll is because Tule had to pick between M or We Know Who. This was the deciding point. Because Tule, you're here now. You are here. You're in the position to where either if you're gonna be in love with We Know Who, go be in love with We Know Who and let this go.
Can I pick too?
Of course.
Yeah, I think we know who.
Of course. Well, yes, of course. Well, obviously, in terms of long term, yeah. But at the time, it was less about who was better and more about being able to move on.
Gotcha.
Because before then, I had built a stigma of being stuck on We Know.
Been stuck on the same old girl from 2019, and I pray that she'll come around.
So that amplified my decision in picking M.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Because now it's to show you I'm over her.
Okay.
So it's like, even though the GPS is telling me to turn left, I really don't want to turn left because I want to prove the GPS wrong that I don't need to use the highway. Okay. So I'm going to take the long way. GPS is trying to save me an hour of traffic. I said, no. I'm going to keep going. Okay. So I pick M. And also in the hook, that's one of the things I like about this song. The song essentially tells the toxic situationship that was me and M. We were not dating. But we would constantly get into arguments where one of the main themes of it is she would get jealous of other women I would talk to. Because again, we're both single, we're both young, nothing wrong with it. We're both entertaining other people. So she would entertain other people and I wouldn't say anything. I would let it go. You're a single woman, do as you please. But I would entertain other women, she would get jealous. Oh. And when she would get jealous, that jealousy would create a desire of, do you want this to be more than just a casual thing? Because for you to get jealous, it sounds like you want me to be exclusive. You want us to date. If that's not what you want, cool, we can keep this casual. But you're entertaining other people, but you have a problem when I entertain you. That's not fair. But also, very important, these are red flags I'm seeing in M that I would purposely ignore. This would be a problem. So again, I'm aware there are other men in the picture, and I said, hey man, that's just part of the game. I know the game. I just sang about it in track 2. So, hey, I got other people I talk to as well, but it's just, why is it wrong when I do it, but it's cool when you do it? So that's essentially the theme of the song where, like in the chorus, if we always, again, I don't want to say this word in front of my mother, but if we always make love after fights, I'm going to always pick more. So we always end up back in that situation because we always make up and we always grow. But again, we're always fighting. That's the main key part. And then in the sample, stalling takes a toll. Boy, it's time to pick and roll. Stalling takes a toll. Boy, it's time to pick and roll. That's essentially M talking to me. Where she's like, hey, make a decision. What is this? What is this going to be? And as a man, lead. What do you want? The only reason we're having these arguments is because you're allowing me to. You're allowing me to talk to other men. If that's not something you want to tolerate, leave. Did I leave? No. Welcome to the problem. And one of the way the choruses ends is, you're tripping, girl. Why do we have to play these games, boo? Yeah, you tripping, girl. Cause when we done, I'ma still choose you. Essentially reassuring M that, look, like, even when we fuss and fight and we have our arguments, I'm still choosing you. So you don't have to worry about the other women on my phone. You don't have to worry about we know who.
That's cap. Totally cap. That means lie.
I'm picking you. And that's ultimately the tone I end the song with, where when we're done, I still choose you. Okay. Which leads us into, unfortunately,
Dagger.
The hit of the album, The Dagger. Now, Mama's been asking me all about my title, so I'm going to go ahead and jump the gun on this one. But The Dagger, it's another example of a double entendre. 2 meanings. One, in basketball, or not just basketball, but in sports in general. The dagger is considered kind of like what seals the game. It might not necessarily be the game winner, but like from the point that dagger is hit, you know who's going to win the game.
Oh yeah.
That's when there's no question. Like that's the dagger. That's kind of the phrase. Where like that's from that moment on, it's over. It's essentially, it's as good as over. And then in terms of the love, she stabbed me with a dagger. She stabbed me in the gut. She stabbed me in the heart, broke my heart. Where essentially that song starts off, hate to say that I knew things in this way. Okay. Hope turned delusion. I was desperate to stay. I thought I'd make a way. Where essentially, again, I talk about the delusion, the delusion of Rolling Stone.
Okay.
I'm so desperate. I'm so desperate to be in love. That created hope when I found M. Found M, now I'm desperate to make it work with her. Even though I see red flags, I see things going wrong, I gotta make it work. I have people warning me, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. You look very stupid right now. You've cut off all the women you talk to for her, and she's still talking to other men. Like, it's getting very stupid right now. But I said, no, I'm going to prove you guys wrong because I'm the chosen one. I'm special. Where now we're on the opposite of imposter syndrome. Where let's call it the chosen one. Where I'm like, no, I'm the exception to the rule, not a victim of it. Like if the rule is 1 + 1 is 2, I'm saying no. For me, 1 + 1 is 5.
Okay.
So to anybody with a brain, you're delusional. You're dumb. What's wrong with you? Do you not see this right there? You're about to get your heart broke. Please think logically.
But you were not thinking.
Again, I can't even say I wasn't thinking because I was actively aware. It was just overconfidence. It's that chosen one mentality. I thought I was the exception. I would see these signs that everybody else would say, this is bad, and say, yeah, it's bad right now, but I'm going to make it good. That overconfidence in a situation turned into delusion. Hope turned delusion. I was desperate to stay. I thought I'd make a way cause I needed me and you. Went through hell and back and you see it too. I thought I was prepared and I could stick it through even though deep down I knew there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do. So
in the end,
it
didn't work out.
Nowhere. This was the end. This was the end of me and M, hence the dagger. Where the chorus, tell me why do I try? Where it's kind of a call and response that I'm doing within myself. Because I'm talking to myself in my head. Where, tell me why do I try? When I knew that we weren't meant to be. All we did was lie. Living in delusion, not reality. This should be goodbye. But I stay in the game till I see the dagger, so I know it's over between you and me. Where, and then this next part, the second verse, funny, cool story about this. This song, the earliest version of Dagger, was actually a song I wrote for my best friend from high school, Quincy, titled Hula Hoop.
Oh, yeah, I remember Quincy.
Yeah, this was a song I originally wrote for Quincy years ago because Quincy was in a very similar position. He had his own version of M, and he wanted to make a song about it. And at the time, I was Quincy's songwriter. So he had me, because I was aware of the situation, I lived through it with him. The same way people tried to warn me, I was the one warning him about his M. So I ended up stealing the lyrics from Hula Hoop because he never dropped Hula Hoop. Quincy's not he doesn't officially make music. He was just doing it for fun. So I stole those lyrics and it worked perfectly on the song. And I would also reference Quincy later on in the verse. You stole those lyrics,
so you wrote about what he was going through as well.
Well, yeah, I wrote about it then for him. So it was his song, but I wrote it. I was the one who wrote it for him. And I just took those lyrics. I used stole because they technically belonged to a different song. I took them from that song and said, they work perfectly here. And I did that.
And
so
it do work.
Yeah, and that sequence of the round and round I go, how this game ends I had to know. Girl, I was in your loop, your hula hoop, avoiding the bitter truth. Played a game I knew I never spin. Now I'm playing around, thinking what could have been.
Wow.
Where that was the chorus of Hula Hoop. And now it's the verse of Dagger. But essentially it's the same thing where it's like, hey, I know, I'm aware I'm playing this game, but also gotta see it through.
Okay.
Had to see it through. I really did it. I really did it. I could have cut my losses, wiped my hands clean, moved on. Is that what Tule did? Is that what Wonder did?
No.
I wish. But
no. And that's why it's called love, guys.
that's exactly why it calls love. And then ultimately the next verse is probably I'm most proud of that part where I switch from singing to a rap. I switch it up to change the tone. Mm-hmm. If it happened to me, it can happen to you. I learned that from my main brother Q Quincy. Mm-hmm. Went from calling him dumb to me doing it too. Tables turned, I should know what to do. I watched Quincy go through this exact same thing. I coached him through it. And I still failed. I still fell for the same trap.
Well, that's why like I said, that's why it's called love.
And again, that's superiority. That's superiority where because I thought, no, I'm not Quincy. I'm better than Quincy. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close. I arguably did worse. Quincy was dumb in high school. I'm a grown adult and I still fell for it. You know how crazy that is?
I know.
Having the answer, knowing the solution, giving someone else the solution to the problem, and then still falling for the same problem.
Hey.
But
so true.
Ultimately, I end the song essentially becoming the villain. I decide to say, I've been hurt now. I've been hurt. So now, what do? I'm going to become the same villain that hurt me. All these women ain't shit and you taught me that. So I take all this pain to apply pressure. Go from stressing a girl to a girl stressor. I'm just dirty laundry in their dresser. Now we come full circle. I'm Stefan, not Steve Urkel. That's back to the Steve Urkel thing I was telling you about back in part of the game. Where Stefan was a character where he was a version of Steve Urkel, but like a lot more confident. He was like the bad version. If Steve Urkel was the hopeless lover boy, Stefan was like the bad boy all the girls wanted. So I say, screw Steve Urkel, I'm Stefan now. So I guess that us men ain't shit either. We're all fucked up. You, the listener at home, are not shit either. Because that's the truth. It's not about men versus women. No, people do people wrong. True. It has never been about gender. It takes somebody getting hurt one time for them to go spread that hurt. Yep. And it turns into a cycle. So I said, man, let's play the cycle. Let's play the game. And then, I know.
Time to play the game.
But that would turn into the next song, which is HBK, short for Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to ask. Short for what?
Heartbreak Kid.
Kid.
Yeah.
K-I-D?
K-I-D.
Oh, okay, I'm interested.
It's named after, that was the nickname of my favorite WWE wrestler. You know me and the old man, we used to, we watch wrestling a lot.
And does a wrestler by the name Heartbreak Kid?
That's his nickname. His wrestling name is Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
But the nickname is... Shawn Michaels nicknamed the Heartbreak Kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's kind of a play on that, and then also Heartbreak, because I just went through a heartbreak with Dagger. So now I'm essentially living in being the villain. But I'm also kind of referencing how I lost my love for the game in part of the game. Okay. We've come full cycle. I've tried to fall in love. I ran away from it, but stayed delusional, got played, and now I reverted back. So we're back to where the hook. Ain't got it in me anymore. I lost my love for the game. It looks perfect in the movies, but it just don't work the same as when it's real. Something you could feel, something you could lose, baby. I ain't trying to deal. I just need to feel it for a moment. My heart, can you hold it? Girl, I like it safe and sound. So baby, can we slow it down? Where essentially Tule has not stopped. I'm still engaging with other women. Okay. But I'm making it very clear from the beginning, no love. No dating, no relationship. This is casual. I don't want nothing of that. I have my reasons for doing that. Reasons being, dagger. Still a little sore about that.
You don't want to get daggered again.
I don't want to get daggered again. It is the very notorious hoe phase that comes after a breakup, where you just start messing around with multiple people to get over said breakup.
Okay.
This was kind of like that. Where in the verse, I kind of just rap about me going through a situation with a random woman I'm dealing with at the time, where she's getting attached. She's getting attached to me, and I'm not going for it.
Okay.
Where instead of being the good guy thing of cutting it off, I'm kind of doing the little bad boy tactic, a little bit of, here you go, you're talking all that talk, like, I'll go home. And again, any person with self-dignity will tell you, yeah, go home. Not her. She wanted the bad boy. So guess what? She got the bad boy. And I even tell her, you see how you knew what it was and decided that you should be feeling away. I tried to tell you that you were not ready to deal with the HBK. Then I also switch up the perspective so she can understand where I'm coming from.
Got you.
Where it's like, so let's switch up the POV. Let me put you inside of my mind. You give plenty of people your time, so you got you a couple of dimes. Dimes is just a 10 out of 10 and attractive person.
Got you.
So you got you a couple of dimes. Still, you give me specifically a moment to shine. And I tell you I'm one of a kind. It's not the first time you've heard the line. And now I'm claiming that spotlight, but it's mine. So I'm saying your heart belongs to me. Even though there's no obligation, there's no reason for me to think that, no, you merely entertained me.
Oh, wow.
I do not have your heart. I have no entitlement to your heart. But that's exactly what she's doing to me. So when I break it down to her like that and explain it to her, now she understands. Back to the hook, expressing I don't have my love for the game anymore. I'm just around these days. And then
just a heartbreak kid, huh?
Just a heartbreak kid. And then that takes us to the outro. This is another lyric I I wrote it, but I took from one of Quincy's older songs called Turntable.
Yeah, make sure you didn't know you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't actually steal. I wrote these lyrics, guys. These are lyrics I wrote for Quincy, and then Quincy never used them, so I took them back because they weren't being used. But the song was originally called Turntable, where it's about, again, similar premise.
Okay. Turntable, or are you talking about Ball Up Top?
No, Turntable. That was the song that I took the lyrics for Heartbreak Kid from.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Like Dagger, I took it from Hula Hoop. HBK, I took it from Turntable.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
Where the song's concepts are very similar. Where Turntable, it was about essentially a guy becoming the villain, but ultimately understanding I'm not meant to be a villain. It's not cut out for me. I'm not meant for this. And that's ultimately where I say at the end of HBK, where I'm like, learning how to scratch at me thinking I really knew some. Been hula hooped one time and tried to do some. Do you like they did it to me? Thought I was able. You spun my record right back. Turntable. Guest spinning tracks say for me, I'm too empathetic. It's hurting me like I'm hurting them.
Okay.
God, I'm so pathetic. Like the whole point of being a villain is to be bad. And I sucked at it. I was out here feeling pain that I was putting on them. I'm feeling bad about it when it's the plan. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's what ultimately let me know it's not who I am.
It's not meant for you.
It's not meant for me. I'm not meant to be a villain. I'm not meant to be that bad boy.
Yeah.
No, I'm meant to be a lover boy. And
look at you.
Yep. And then that takes us to Ball Up Top, featuring Rashad and Taylor.
Game don't stop. Sometimes you gotta say, boy.